So, Guilty Gear 2020 is a pretty controversial topic in the fighting game community right now because of how it has changed compared to the previous entries that the game had. And I gotta say, I want to give my thoughts on the game. I want to give my opinion on the subject because, as we know, Artstation is trying to appeal to a different kind of audience, a more casual audience, I would say, when it comes to their game. And I might be that audience, I might be part of it because I come directly from Tekken 7. I played Tekken 7 a lot. If I've been playing since February this year when Negan came out. I was pretty excited about it, but I don't even play Negan, I play Yoshimitsu. So yeah. But when it comes to fighting games in general, I've been playing a lot of Tekken ever since I'm a kid. It was actually my first game, like Tekken 3. Been playing a lot of Soul Calibur, been playing a lot of King of Fighters as well. A little bit of Street Fighter, but King of Fighters was probably my favorite 2D fighting game when I was a kid. I haven't played Tekken since 2010, since Tekken 6, because I didn't like that game very much. And during the entire decade, the rest of the games that I've been playing was pretty much the entire BlazBlue series by Arc System. And I know it's a different team, and I know a lot of people also say that BlazBlue is kind of the poor man's Guilty Gear. So I've been playing quite a few fighting games, and when I see the new Guilty Gear, I really like. Ever since Evo, when I saw the first trailer, I was really interested in it because it looks freaking gorgeous. Like it's the best looking fighting game in my eyes. I've never seen a game look like this, so I'm really excited about it. But I was also scared that it was just going to be another Guilty Gear, like just another one of these cool looking games that I wouldn't be playing at all because of how the combat system is. So I gotta say, they've made a lot of changes. Like I've seen the entire live stream, the 2 versions of the live streams where they were explaining the changes that they made to the game and stuff. It looks awesome. I am really interested in it now because I was able to understand pretty much everything that they've been talking about in the presentation. Even though the presentation itself wasn't much of a high quality presentation, I've been looking at it and I was really enjoying everything that I saw in it. So in terms of mechanics and all, I like it. It's a much more grounded fighting. It's a much more grounded fighting games in terms of gameplay. Also very much neutral based. In a game like the new Guilty Gear, I feel like it would be more about knowing the things that your character do, because I've seen a lot of cool things, like you can avoid projectiles by using a low kick. That's a pretty cool stuff. You can avoid the ground. So for example, you have a character like Potemkin that has a huge hitbox that hits the entire ground, but you have I've seen a lot of characters with moves that literally have leap attacks, like they avoid the ground. So it's a lot of cool things like that you can do in this game. But anyways, what I really want to talk about is the things that people have been saying about this game, the fan base and how they feel about it. I know a lot of them are really not too happy with the changes that have been made. Some of them even say that it's too much, it's too dumbed down. It's a game that has been too dumbed down and they don't really like it. I was also watching some videos of people explaining the new mechanics, how they changed and all that stuff, and what was removed from Guilty Gear Xrd. It looks cool, definitely. Like you have short combos, but they deal more damage. So I like that. You don't really have to rely on knowing complex combos that are really long, because I don't like combos very much. I think they're cool, but at the same time, when I get hit by one, I get really bored because I don't play the game. I've seen Dragon Ball Fighters, it happened so many times. I got hit once by a really cheap attack, by a really cheap poke. It turns into a freaking huge long freaking combo, and then my character is like 20% health left after a freaking 30 hit combo. It's long. I get bored, and something that I hate in general in any game that I will play, not just fighting games. I hate when I lose control of my character. So I don't mind. I can take a lot of. I took a lot of loss in terms of matches, in terms of online games in Tekken. So I don't mind losing in fighting games at all. I don't mind it. But I hate when I get hit by something and I get bored when it's just a long combo that doesn't end. And also when I don't even understand what's happened. I don't even understand why I lost. I just got hit once and that's it. Like, it's over. So it's pretty annoying to me when things like that happen. And when I saw Guilty Gear Xrd, I was watching a few tournaments a few years ago. I do remember a character, I think she was called Jacko. She was just spamming like things that were spawning a bunch of minions, and then she was canceling her moves to spawn to use even more of that move, and it was like, god damn, it was too much stuff. And on top of that, she was able to combo like anyone else for like 17 hits. So that kind of thing, I think that's the kind of aspect of the Arc System games I didn't like, because they are way too chaotic. I like to think a lot about the game plan. I like the mind game, but I don't like to have mind game and then combos and then a bunch of complex mechanics that are just all about using more combos. I don't like that. So I think overall it's a good change, even though people don't like it, like I said. But I also think that there are things that they could have done better, because I understand they're trying to tone down a few things in their game. But what is also very important is that they should absolutely not kill the nature of how they do things. It's very important. It's kind of their identity as a game developer. We need to be able to recognize that, okay, this is an Arc System game, you know. So something that is obviously that they really like to do a lot in Arc System, they really love combos. So combos in this new game, I can feel it myself. I can say they are definitely toned down a lot, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing overall, but I don't think the way they've done it is right. At the same time, I feel like there's a bit more that could be done. Essentially, when I'm looking at something like the dust, what is it called, dust counter or dust attack, I feel like there could be more out of them. They have a little follow up, like you throw a character in the air and then you follow them up with 2 or 3 hits. If it looks like it's automatic or something, I don't know. But I feel like after the follow up, something they can do is add a bounce, kind of a bounce effect on the opponent, so that there's kind of a combo extension for your character. Like, they need to add more combo opportunities like that, but they don't necessarily need to be long combo extensions, unless the players are able to carry the other guy to the wall and then break the wall. And even when it comes to wall break and stage transitions, I feel like there should be a tiny bit like a little bit of bounce there again, just so we have a tiny combo extension would be nice. Because when I look at it, it looks a bit awkward that you put the other player to the wall, you pressure them, and then you start beating them into the wall, and then you kind of get punished, like you are reset to a neutral stand. It kind of sucks, I feel like. But if there was a tiny bit of either a combo extension from the wall break or damage that is dealt from the wall break, that would be nice as well. Like, there was this section, wait, I'm gonna go back. There was this section where I feel like Soul should have won definitely, but he didn't because of that part thing right there. This should have been a kill right there. Kai should have broken the wall and died from the wall break. I think wall break should deal a little bit of damage, in my opinion. That'd be pretty nice. And right, I think if they want to make this game more fun, they should have some sort of aspect where you want to wall carry the enemy, like you really want to break that wall, because not only it gives you meter boost from breaking the wall, you also have a bonus in terms of damage, because you break the wall, it deals a tiny bit of damage, and then you have a bounce after the stage transition to have at least one more hit that you can land. That would be pretty cool. I think it would be pretty cool like that. It's not long, it deals a bit more damage for your character. It's pretty good in that sense, and I think it should be a reward, in my opinion. So I think that is definitely something that should be happening in the game. But also I like how they have now more defensive mechanics. Like you can use the Roman cancel as a defense mechanics when you're guarding, so you can push the pressure of the enemy without wasting burst. That's nice. Well, I think the game is pretty cool. I just think they need to add more combo opportunities, because you know it's still an arc system game. I think it should be more. There should be more stuff that could be done after a wall break. It would be pretty nice in my opinion. And that's the kind of thing, like if Soul killed the Kai there, that would have been pretty badass in my opinion. I feel like it would have been pretty damn cool, but he didn't, so I don't know. They should just add a few more things, because I feel like some of the parts in terms of combo, they feel a bit unfinished in my opinion. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. I just wanted to give my thoughts on the game. I like it a lot, obviously, because it looks really good. It looks really good, and I also think in terms of mechanics and stuff, it's way better. Like looking at the presentation, even though it wasn't of the highest quality, I thought it was very easy to understand the game. It was very easy to understand what was going on, and overall I feel like it's gonna be a pretty good game. Like a lot of people will be able to have access to it, even though the hardcore fans don't like it. I think they should give it a chance. I think they should wait to see how the game would play, because I think I get the big picture here. It seems interesting, and I know a lot of people are also worried in terms of how you can be creative with your combos and stuff. I think as long as you have the Roman cancel in this game, you'll be able to be very creative. You'll be able to create a lot of different situations, because this is the type of mechanic you won't see in any other game. Like Roman cancel seems pretty cool in my opinion. So I'm liking what I see so far. I'm hoping to see more characters, because so far I would be honest, I'm not really interested in any of the characters. Maybe Soul, but that only Soul so far, though he's pretty popular. I don't like to play super popular characters. I hope they have another guy. That's gonna be it for this video, so thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, don't forget to subscribe. I don't really cover fighting games that much on this channel, but I would do a fighting game video every once in a while. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.